Hey everyone, it's Hannah of Eat With Me, Live With Me, and tonight we are going to cook up a super tasty steak stir fry with peppers, onions, and crispy potatoes. I have them here right now. First off, I'm going to grab a peeler and remove any dark spots, any eyes, any deep scars, any deep dark lines that look questionable that I really just don't want to eat. I am going to leave on as much of the skin as I can because I love the way that the skin tastes. I love the texture of the skin. Adds a lot of depth to the potato that I'm cooking. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that gross looking stuff right there. Alright, when you're done, get rid of those peels and start cutting your potatoes up in medium cubes. You're going to throw out any pieces that look gross like this one. And your potatoes don't need to be cubed perfectly. The size doesn't have to be exact, just as long as they're very similar. Cutting them in similar sizes ensures that they cook evenly. And if some of them are a little bit smaller, it just means that you have an extra couple of crispy pieces, which I really love. I love a mouthful that has some crisp, but it has some soft pieces as well. Go ahead, cut that last potato. Nice good choppity chop. And when you're done, set your potatoes aside. Grab your stalks of celery. Remove the heads. I saved them for stock, which I highly encourage you do. Give a nice slit down the middle of the celery. This helps with cooking later. And cut them into about 1-inch pieces. Go ahead, give a slice. Another little slicey. Chop, choppity chop, chop chop. Set them aside in this bowl of already pre-cut vegetables that I have of onions and peppers. I have a sheet pan here with a crumpled piece of parchment paper that I'm laying out. Crumpling your parchment ensures that the paper doesn't move around when you're preparing vegetables on top of it. So go ahead, grab your potatoes, lay them out. I've got a teaspoon of cumin here. Give it a nice even sprinkle. Sprinkly, sprinkly, sprink. There you go. Get some onion powder. 1/4 of a teaspoon of onion powder will do here. And if you have measuring spoons, you should have a spoon that has 1/4. If you don't, a little less than 1/2 of a teaspoon will do. We're also going to do 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. Give it a nice sprinkle as well. Next, grab your salt of choice. Mine is pink Himalayan salt. You may use kosher salt as well, sea salt, whatever you have on hand. Get some black pepper. Give it a nice few cranks. I believe about 8 cranks will do. If you have already ground black pepper, that's great also. Grab an oil of choice. I'm using grapeseed oil for this recipe, but extra virgin olive oil works wonderfully as well. Now we're gonna get really handsy. Get in there, give your vegetables a nice massage. I love massaging my vegetables when I'm seasoning and greasing them. It's very therapeutic. It helps me get to know them personally and communicate with them and show them some love, which may sound a little bit silly, but those of you who cook for pleasure, maybe you understand. And those of you who are just getting into cooking, you will understand. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my potatoes and pop them into the oven on 400 for about 20 minutes. I have a preheated pan here with some butter. I throw a piece of celery in to test the temperature of the pan, and I'm gonna throw in the celery and the onions only to start. I got a little sauce on my onions earlier by accident, thus that funky little color. But they're gonna make it. They're gonna be just fine and tasty. So they were pre-cut, but they weren't really cut very well, so I'm just gonna break them up a little bit more with my hands. I'm going to add a pinch of salt and a crank or 2 of black pepper, just to draw out some moisture, and I'm gonna cook the celery and onions until the onions become translucent. And if you don't know what that means, the onions will begin to appear more clear in color in the way that they look, and they will soften. And you'll know when it happens, trust me. We're gonna add the peppers into the pan and also allow them to cook until they soften a little bit. Give them a few minutes, a nice toss with a spatula. Stir fries are awesome recipes. They're a great way to add some extra vegetables into your dinner. I love them. If I had a carrot right now, I'd also shred that bad boy into this pan right now. There's a whole bunch of vegetables that you could use with stir fries, and you'll see them in the future when I do them. I have my favorite teriyaki sauce on the side here. I'm gonna add 1 ounce of it. I already pre-poured it out, and I have another ounce on the side here for later. Adding the teriyaki sauce at this point in the cooking process deglazes the pan, and what that does is lifts the flavors from the onions and the celery and the bell peppers off the pan, thus making this dish way more flavorful and giving it lots more depth. Okay, so we've added the teriyaki sauce to the pan. It's going to bubble with the heat and become very viscous, very thick, and cling to the vegetables. This is what we're looking for in this recipe. You don't want your pan to become too wet or steamy or brothy right now. And that is a result of 2 things. A, the temperature of the pan. This pan has been at medium to high heat for a long while now, so that's perfect. There's no fear of that happening. And also overcrowding the pan. You'll notice that I've been using this really nice extra large pan this whole time to prevent that from happening. When you overcrowd your pan, you run the risk of the vegetables steaming and lots of liquid gathering on the bottom, which prevents the whole clinging to the vegetables and becoming really thick and sticky kind of texture that we're looking for this recipe. We're gonna give the vegetables a nice few good tosses to make sure that sauce is really cooked with it, and then we're going to transfer it to a bowl for later. I'm going to use the same pan to cook my steak, add a little bit more butter to re-grease to make sure the steak doesn't stick to the bottom. And I'm going to use my spatula to give the butter a nice little whisk around and lift up some of the vegetable bits that are stuck to the bottom to prevent them from burning. That would not be tasty. Don't want a mouthful of burnt bits. And I'm going to add my sliced steak. This recipe is really cool because you don't have to use steak. You can use chicken, you could use shrimp, you could use salmon as well. You could use tofu, tempeh, the list goes on and on and on. We're gonna let the steak cook undisturbed for a little bit at a high temperature. Okay, great. Grab the rest of the teriyaki sauce that you've chosen to use, pour it into the steak, let it bubble, let it thicken, and let it cling to the steak. We're gonna let it cook for a few more moments before we add the rest of the stir-fried vegetables back. So go ahead, grab your bowl and give it a nice few tosses and let everything cook all together for a few moments. Like I was saying earlier, these recipes are really great for incorporating different vegetables into your meals. You don't have to stop at peppers and onions and celery. You could add a whole slew of things like mushrooms, different squashes like butternut squash and zucchini, carrots, peas, and the list goes on and on and on. You can even throw this over a bowl of white rice, brown rice, quinoa. You can make a really good fried rice recipe with this recipe as well. So we're gonna let the steak cook for just a moment or two longer with the sauce and all the veggies before we cut the heat and get ready to plate this bad boy and take some good few bites. Alrighty, grab your favorite plate, grab some of your crispy potatoes and start loading them into the plate. Look at that nice brown color on the side of the potatoes. It's exactly what I was looking for this evening. That's why I poured the amount of oil that I poured and cooked them at the temperature that I cooked them, which was 400 degrees, for about 20-25 minutes. They're nice and crusty from the seasonings and the oil as well. And now grab your steak and go ahead and ladle the steak and veggies into your bowl. Another bit or two. There we go. And there you have it. a steak and veggie stir fry with crispy seasoned potatoes. Enjoy, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and please leave me any feedback that you have and any munchies that you would like to see in the future. Take a big bite for me. Love you guys. Bye-bye.